Why does this look so cool right now? I haven't done floats in so long, and this is just so pretty and fun. I don't know. This is great. I don't even think I've used the floats since they introduced the wake. It's just really cool. Oh yeah, good afternoon, everyone. It's 1:30 here in California. Yeah, if you guys want to fly along, we'll wait a few minutes. We're at... You could choose a float plane or just a regular land plane, I guess you would call it. The float plane departure is Charlie Alpha Whiskey Sierra, so CAWS, C-A-W-S. Or if you want to start at the nearest airport, it's actually pretty close to here, just to the east a little bit along the water. That one is Charlie Yankee Zulu Tango, CYZT. I posted them in the chat. If you load in at the water, just pick any of either of the two runways. It doesn't matter, and then we'll just float around for a few minutes and then depart up to the north. And then if you're not loaded in yet and you want to load the entire flight plan, I put another link in the chat for that. You can just hit the blue download button. Oh, it's CAW5. That's right. Thanks, Chris. Sorry, my bad. CAW5. Sorry about that. I'm just looking on my ForeFlight. I have it in there and in front of me, and it's very tiny. I read it as an S. CAW5. So Charlie Alpha Whiskey 5 for the water runway. My bad. And this is just another one of the flight plans I pulled off that World Tours site. Seemed pretty fun. I didn't realize that today there's a giant like thunderstorm brewing off the western coast of Vancouver Island. I had no idea when I picked this. I was just looking for a cool one along water, and I saw the float planes one and thought that'd be really fun. And I'm a total noob at float planes, so in no way is this, you know, any instructional in any way for a float plane. I have no idea what I'm doing. All I know is in the Husky, it's 1 notch of flaps, it looks like. And it doesn't even, in the checklist here in the game, it doesn't even say what speed to take off for water at. It just says full throttle. And actually, it says 2nd notch of flaps. Oh, there's a typo positioned. Is the second, there are 3 notches of flaps. Basically, there's retracted 1 and 2. So actually, I think it is full. I think it's full flaps, actually, not 1 notch. Yeah, sorry, 2nd notch of flaps. Yeah, and then it just says max throttle, and that's all it says, so. Oh, thanks, Michael. Appreciate that. The 530 I haven't revisited for a long time, and that tutorial is probably one of the first ones I made like a year ago. I feel like I could explain it a lot better now, but I definitely recommend the 530 mod. If you just Google for the 530, 430 mod, it's free, and it adds some cool improvements to the 530. It adds like a traffic page and a VNav profile page. It's pretty sweet. All right, Warren, we're going to make a few stops along the route today that's in the flight plan, so you can join at any of those as well, or you guys can always use the sim acceleration within the sim to catch up. Hey, Rich, make sure you're in on the US West server, so go to your main menu like this, and in the top right, switch to West USA right here. And you can do it while you're in the game. It'll just take a minute or two before people will load in after you change the server. But you can just go to the main menu up here and change it, and then just go back into the game and just give it a minute or so, and you should see other people pop in slowly. Oh, nice, Michael. Yeah, the mod is really cool. Hey, Rosh, what's up? Multiplayer has also been having issues since Sim Update 6, and I don't know if there are any lingering problems still. I did join yesterday for the bush divers flight in New Zealand, and we had a bunch of there were a lot of people flying that. And it was pretty good most of the time, even with like 50 people that showed up or whatever it was. You see me floating above the water. Yeah, there's definitely some weird quirks with multiplayer. I see some dude suddenly suddenly okay. I was reading that as okay. Suddenly okay. I see. It's actually hard to read these nameplates when there's not sky behind them. I like that they're a lot smaller for this, but yeah, sometimes they're hard to read. Maybe I should pick a different color. See a couple A5s near the other coast. That's cool. Hopefully the A5 is fast enough. They didn't recommend it in the flight plan on that World Tour site, but I mean, I don't see why you couldn't use the A5. It might be a little bit slower, but still a really fun plane. And I'm using the Husky. I got the Husky when it came out, and I barely have flown it. I think I've just flew it for one day just for fun, and when I first got it, and really haven't touched it since then. And I actually didn't realize that it has like a touchscreen, like a G3X in it. I think this is a G3X. And for all of the stops we have, I think I'm just going to play it by ear to see if we want to stop there or not, because this is a pretty long flight. I think they estimated it's an hour and 50 minutes. So we may want to skip a couple of the like landings or just do a quick like touch and go at most of these, just not a full stop so we don't take way too long. All right, I think we should get ready to go in about 1 minute. All right, Warren's back. Cool. Hey, Naptown, what's up? All right, we'll see how the Husky goes. All right, FedEx. Yeah, it's CAW5, Charlie Alpha Whiskey 5 on USA West. And grab a float plane. If you really don't want to fly a float, you want to like fly along in the Raptor or something, you can. I don't know how big the runway is, but the nearest airport is CYZT, Charlie Yankee Zulu Tango. That's really close by to this one, right on the coast. So you should be able to hop on that one if you want. If you want to fly along in a Raptor or a helicopter or something like that. It's going to be a pretty silly casual stream, so I definitely don't normally fly floats. I don't think a lot of you guys fly floats much either, from what I gather. A couple people in chat were like, oh god, floats, I haven't touched them forever. Hey Ronnie, what's up? From Australia, awesome. Good morning. It's about 1:30 p.m. 1:38 here in California. Anyway, yeah, I'm a newbie on floats too. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just thought this would be really fun. And it's really pretty. I mean, the water in Microsoft Flight Sim looks incredible, so this is pretty fun. Yeah, it's really nice. And yeah, make sure when you load in, I would not recommend live weather. I tried it with live weather about an hour ago to test it out, but there's a giant storm off the coast of Vancouver Island right now. So yeah, definitely recommend either like few clouds or scattered clouds. It's up to you. I wouldn't do clear skies because it looks a lot better when you have some clouds. All right, I think we should take off and just circle around once this area, and then we'll make our way over towards the first airport, which is really close. I think we'll just fly over the first airport because it's so close, and then we can make our first touch and go at CYAL in the flight plan. So that's Charlie Yankee Alpha Lima on runway 09er there. It will be right in our path. And if you loaded the flight plan in on the world map, then you'll have all the waypoints. All right, I'm going to take off and circle once. See Endgame's taking off already. See how this goes. All I know is full throttle.
Caution, engine overspeed.
Ooh, the wake. Wow, that was strange and bumpy. That was kind of weird. It was like lagging out as I did it too. It didn't like me. All right, I'm gonna take off and just circle to the left here. Just make sure everyone can get up, and then we can head over to... We pretty much just head along the coast for the first part of this. To the east along the coast. And then from there we can do a touch and go at the first airport is CYAL. I think I need to turn down the volume a little bit probably. All right, hopefully that volume is okay for you guys on the stream. You bought the 145 heli, have yet to fly it. Oh yeah, I haven't tried the 145, but I did fly the 135 quite a bit. I'm pretty sure the 145 is payware, right? It's so cool watching everybody take off from the water. I see that. I don't know what that red plane is. Is that the Icon? Oh, that's a Husky as well. Wait, how is there... Wait, I see a red Husky? I chose the liveries and I didn't have an option other than the yellow Husky. If you guys are just joining, we're on USA West, Charlie Alpha Whiskey 5 for the water runway. Or if you want to take off from land, do Charlie Yankee Zulu Tango, CYZT for land. And you could join along. Not all of the runways we're landing at for this are water. Some of them are water, some of them are land. I need to fly by that other Husky. One of you guys is in a Husky and it looked really cool. I see Rich down there taking off. Arash. Yeah, these smaller nameplates are really nice. I think maybe I should turn on the yellow ones or something instead. All right, I'm gonna make one more kind of 360 to the left here just so people can catch up. And then we'll just go along the coast to the east. And you guys taking off from CYZT, if any of you guys are jumping in a regular plane, a non-water plane, non-floats, a land plane, then you can take off from CYZT. We should fly right over you. We'll fly right over there first. It's really close by. It's like less than 5 minutes from here. As always, I'm really high. I think we should keep this low to the ground. I'm always so... I just like naturally fly higher. Hey, Schwartz, what's up? All right, let's head to the east. We're just going to go along the coast. We're going to fly over Charlie Yankee Zulu Tango first. That's CYZT. It's right here. It's very close to us, right up the coast here to the east. And if you guys are on the land over there, you can take off in just about 1 minute. We're going to fly over. I'd love to fly around with you. Reset my PC. Need to download the full game. Dude, I hear you. Tomorrow, I'm replacing my motherboard for one that has more USB ports and stuff like that. And I'm just going to do a whole fresh install with Windows 11, which is a little bit risky. I mean, friends of mine have said that they've had no problems with it. So, yeah, I have to do that this week. It's going to take a while. Will I do more of the World Tour flights? I think so. We did one at the Cascades, so like Mount Rainier in Washington last week, and it was fun. And yeah, I just picked this one as a just a little different scenery. Like, yeah, trying to mix it up a bit because I just kind of fly in the same areas all the time and don't do much scenic stuff. So, all right, so here's CYZT we're coming up to. If you guys are flying a Raptor or something, you're taking off from here. It looks like everybody's in floats though. We're just gonna fly over this one. And then at the next one, we're just gonna stay along the coast, and there's another one kind of off the coast a little bit on an island. The second one is CYAL. And we can do a touch and go there. Yeah, and this scenery is awesome. I have it on a preset right now for scattered clouds, because there's like basically a hurricane in live weather right now. So trying to avoid that that crazy live weather that's happening. The winds are like 100 kilometers per hour or something. I looked at it in a news article, so yeah, it's pretty nuts. Bad day to use live weather on Vancouver Island. All right, so this airport is CYZT that we're flying over right now. It says Port Hardy. I don't know anything about Vancouver Island, but because this one was in the World Tour site and had float planes as the focus, I thought it'd be pretty fun. Just something different. Fly from Vienna to Innsbruck, the scenery at night. Yeah, I'm down to do any of them. I think I'll have to start making my own flight plans maybe for them. A lot of the ones I see on the World Tour site don't have too many stops in them. A lot of them are just direct flights, so I want to do ones where we can stop and regroup at airports and do touch and goes and stuff like that. So I might end up having to customize some of them. Endgame is just hauling in the 172. How fast am I going? This is little... All right, I'm going 110. It's not too bad. I pulled back the prop a little bit. Thankfully, the Husky has trim. Rich, I see Rich really high up there in the A5. I have to fly the A5 again too. The A5 was really fun. All right, so the first stop is going to be CYAL. We're just going to stay along the coast here. CYAL has a runway 09er. That'll be in our path. And it's kind of, it's off on a little island here. Just really close to the coast. It's called Alert Bay. And looks like the runway heading for 09er is 094 as we come up to this one. But it'll be about, I think it's about 10 minutes away. Oh, classic. What are you... is this the Arrow? I'm not sure if it's replacing... whoever's to my left, classic, is... it looks like you're... It looks like an Arrow. I think I have the Carenado Arrow installed and the Warrior. But it's funny, it didn't... Oh, he disappeared now. It didn't show the type of plane. It was just blank. This is cool in the Husky. I didn't even know it had the G3X here. Why do you say niner instead? Oh, instead of nine? It's just the phonetic way of saying it for ATC, like the phonetic pronunciation. So instead of just nine, just to be clear that it's nine and not something else. I actually don't know the history of how it became niner instead of nine, but yeah, it's niner for the phonetic pronunciation. And also, not a lot of people say it, but instead of saying three, actually there are three of them. Instead of saying three, you can say tree, like T-R-E-E, just to make it more clear, like over the radio in the real world, because there can be interference and stuff like that. And then also, instead of five, you can say fife, like with two Fs. So one, two, tree, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, niner, like that. And then 0. Yep, tree and fife. Yep, exactly, Mike. Yeah, and I haven't talked to real ATC in my life. I've just used Pilot Edge a little bit once or twice, or for a month or so. Was it 1 or 2 months? So I did probably like 15 flights on there and practiced a bit, but yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, just the same reason you have, you have the phonetic A through Z alphabet as well, just to avoid any confusion. This weather is so calm compared to what it is on live weather right now. Dude, this looks like we're making a Microsoft flight sim trailer right now. Look at this. Who's that? Aviator? I think that's Aviator under me in the 172. Someone else is right below me. I can't see the name tag because it's because you're so close. Dude, look at all those shadows over the water too. That's so cool. The water is super still right now too, unlike real life where it's insane. I loaded in on live weather and yeah, it's like a hurricane right now out here. Wait, FedEx, are you in a float? Oh, you're in the Husky as well, but it's not showing the floats for you. And it's showing it as red. That's really cool. It's weird. I didn't have any other options other than the yellow livery for the Husky. But it's showing you in a red one. I don't know why I didn't have that livery. Maybe it's, I don't know, it's so weird. Did you take off from the water or the land? It looks really cool. Alright, that looks like an arrow. Oh, you're in floats, FedEx? Yeah, here's an arrow, it looks like. I assume it's an arrow because most of the landing gear is up, but there's still one wheel kind of hanging down. I think it's just the front wheel hanging down. All right, so our first airport's coming up right here on this island to our left, CYAL, and it's a 09. Sorry, I should have been out in the water more. So we have runway 09er. It's at a heading of 094. It's this second larger island right out here after this little tiny one. And we can just do, if you want to, you can do a touch and go. If you're catching up, you might want to not do the touch and go. But for you guys that are grouped up here, and this will give other people a chance to catch up if they're a little bit behind. All right, landing gear down. Need to remember that. If you're in the floats, put your landing gear down because it'll put the wheels down under the floats. Where's the runway? Is this a dirt runway? It should be a hard surface. It says asphalt. It's weird. I don't have like an easy to find heading indicator here. Where is my heading indicator? I guess I have to go here. All right, it looks like it's on the far side of the island. Yeah, I don't see this runway. Oh, I see it now. There it is. It's really small. It's right there. It's hard to find. Yeah, I see it right there. Yeah, it's on the right side, kind of where it goes inland. So if it's like a C shape, it's at the top of the C, near the tip of the letter C. Mike, this airport code is Charlie Yankee Alpha Lima, CYAL. And this is a 2,900 foot runway, roughly, asphalt. It looks pretty, it doesn't look very wide. It says 75 feet. Yeah, if you guys don't want to land, you can like circle, or you can, you know, just go on ahead. It's up to you. I'm gonna try to land here. I'm just gonna do a quick touch and go. If you just want to do a flyby, that's cool. And if you're catching up, you can spawn in here. You kind of have to drop right into this one.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
We're just going to do a touch and go, not a full stop. Touch the wheels down. Get your flaps back, or get your power back up. Get your trim reset. Whoa, that was hard. Power up. And then put your flaps back up once you take off. Oh, the bug is still there where it just says gears down for runway landing over and over again. Oh, my brake was on. That was weird. My brake was on when I started and it was still on in the whole time, I guess. I also noticed when I started in the water, the gear was down instead of up, and it should be up when you start in the water because otherwise the wheels are down in the water. Yeah, and it looks like they still have that bug where it just says gears down for runway landing over and over again. Oh no, it's not going to keep saying that, is it? Oh no. Yes, the gear is up. Yes. Oh no, it's just going to say this the whole time? All right, now we're turning inland now, guys, to the right. Following the World Tour flight plan. It's gonna go straight to the south now. And there's kind of a bunch of, like a series of, kind of look just like lakes. They're almost like rivers on the satellite map. Cycle it? Oh, does that fix it? Oh, that does fix it. Nice, Warren. Awesome. All right, if you guys are getting that too, yeah, do what Warren said. Just cycle the gear down and back up. That got rid of it for me. All right, so we're basically going to head across the island now all the way down to the south. And there's some cool canyons and like finger lakes kind of through this area. And the next recommended spot, so the next spot on this flight plan to land is Charlie Alpha Lima Niner. I almost start saying this the last thing first and just misspeak. CYAL 9. So Charlie Alpha Lima Niner is the next one, but we basically follow the terrain through here. And there should be a few lakes along the way too. It's basically like a river that goes through, but I haven't seen it yet. You can kind of see it on the map right here. Oh, and there's a button you can push. William says there's also a button you can push to silence. Oh, here's the gear advisory button right here. Got it. So I guess when it's going off, you can just hit that button to silence it. Awesome. Thanks, William. Oh yeah, you can see like the riverbed down here. And there's a little bit of water down in it still. That's cool. Some parts are dry and then some parts have water. Just like the runoff. It's cool. It's on all players, Mike, because I wouldn't use live weather right now anyway, but yeah, it's on all players just so people can use their own weather and time of day settings on US West. So if you want to catch up, we just passed by CYAL, and the next one probably be about 15 minutes or so until we get to CYAL 9, Charlie Alpha Lima Niner. Yeah, so we're just following the river here, and there's an airport along the way. When we get to kind of this section where there's kind of a bigger section of the river, it's almost like a Finger Lake style area called Tahsis, Tahsis. And so we can do a water landing once we get there. And it's water only. There's no hard surface runway or even soft surface runway. It's only a water landing when we get there. We'll basically follow the river through there, and then yeah, there's a bigger section kind of that opens up just a little bit. It's just like a really long water runway. All right, I'm gonna pull back on my throttle a little bit. I'm in the yellow. It is smooth. I think I might be a little faster. What am I at, like 120 right now? Yeah, I'm around 120. I'm gonna pull it back to around 100 or so. I know if some people are behind at a 172, it's a bit harder to catch up. And I'm really liking the Husky. It's really nice. It's very not like me to fly something that doesn't have an autopilot, but it's pretty solid. And this whole valley is just beautiful. I don't know what kind of settings you guys are using for your weather, but I definitely recommend at least like scattered clouds. Few clouds is okay, but I feel like, yeah, you just get so much more of the cool lighting effects and stuff if you use more cloud coverage. You can get really low in here too, like this. It looks really awesome when you get in really low like this. I tend to fly too high, so I'm really trying to keep it low and slow. Of course. Kludgy. Oh, I don't have the junkers. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it just shows you as an A320, but I see you're flying the junkers. Sorry, I don't have it. I also know there's a new jet that got released by Just Flight as well, right? The Hawk that a bunch of people were flying yesterday in the Bush Divers group flight, which was really fun in New Zealand yesterday afternoon. Yeah, there were a lot of people in the Hawk, I guess. Just flying around doing barrel rolls and stuff. Someone is right down on the water. Wait, who is that? I can barely read the nameplates. I really gotta... Oh, is it okay? I can barely read it. I really need to change the color of those. See, they look great when they're in the sky. Like, here's a Rosh right there. But yeah, when they're yeah, it's not very good to see the blue on the water, obviously. In a control pattern at the next stop. All right, Mike. Yeah, I think it'll be another 15 minutes, actually. This is probably one of the longer legs of the flight here. But that'll be about our 1/3 point when we stop there at CYAL 9er. Or what you could do is just take off and fly north along the river. You'll catch up to us if you want to fly north, Mike. You'll find us if you just pretty much head straight north and then follow the river a little left of north, a little bit to the west of north once it turns and bends. Some of you guys are so close to the water, it's cool. I should go down, yeah. I don't know why I'm not. Oh, it's a little too late now. You're gonna have to climb up for a little bit. All right, looks like we gotta weave our way through these mountain tops right here, right in front of us. Maybe a little bit to the left. Dips down a little bit here, right in front of me, if you don't want to climb over that main part there. Man, the Husky's great. I'm not as familiar with the G3X Touch, like especially in this vertical orientation. Oh, the right side of the peak? All right, looks like we might need to climb then. Yeah, it's showing the course. The course is showing a little left, but yeah, it looks like maybe that might take us a little bit too far to the east that way. Yeah, thankfully you can turn left here if your climb isn't good enough to get over these. But there's also this oh yeah, maybe we are supposed to go to the left actually. Yeah, the left definitely looks safer. All right, I'm gonna hang a left. Gives us more time to climb up. And then from here we head south and we'll be oh right, there's CAK4. Oh yeah, okay. So this next airport coming up. Sorry, Mike. I think I told you one too late. You can still come up and meet us, but we're about to go to CAK4. And I forgot this was in the flight plan because ForeFlight couldn't find this airport. So I actually don't know if it's what it is exactly. It looks like it might be on the water, but I can't really tell. And it's weird, like it's not in the ForeFlight database, so maybe the airport was closed or something like that. But it's a little south of us along the river too. I'm just gonna do a flyby of that one as a waypoint instead of landing or anything. But then we can land at CYAL 9, that'll be a water landing. And how's my fuel? All right, I filled it up before we took off. All right, looks like we're gonna have to fly up and over these mountains here. Oh, the valley to the right. I ended up going to the left. It seems like either way, as long as you can somehow get over these mountains, you'll be good. Yeah, there's a valley on both sides, so that was nice. Gives us extra time to climb. And if you can't make the climb, just do like a little box pattern, do a 360. I went the highway. I might have to do like a 360 here to get up over this.
Caution, engine overspeed.
It's getting really windy here too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a 360 in the Husky, I think. I can pitch up a bit more, but I still don't think my climb rate is gonna be fast enough. I haven't been pitching up enough this whole time. All right, I gotta do a 360. Man, yeah, I definitely went the highway. This is, these just came right up. It's crazy. Yeah, the like, the up and down drafts you get through the mountains is crazy. And they definitely made it more noticeable in the last couple updates too. Some of you guys can get over there fine. I definitely need to do a loop. Oh, looks like FedEx got over, Arash got over, Grotesque got over. This mountain is, I mean, this whole area is so cool though. Yeah, when you get close to the edges here, you can really feel it. Sorry for the detour, guys. There we go. Good after a 360. Oh, wow. Just looks awesome. Looks like Jurassic Park. Yeah, this looks amazing. I didn't even, you know, I didn't research the flight too much or anything. I just said, float planes, oh, this is awesome. Like, let's go. But yeah, I didn't expect the mountains to come up this high, this fast. It's really cool. Now we just turn down the south and go down to sea level again. So this waterway right here, once you get over the peak to the right, we're gonna go down into this area. This is where one of the airports on the flight plan is. But we can just fly by it. I actually don't know if it's a water or a land runway down here. So yeah, just playing it by ear, playing it super casual and just enjoying the scenery. This is not intended to be any kind of serious flight. I know people are always like, some people are like, you didn't do this, you should have researched the weather. You know, it's like, I'm just having fun when I stream most of the time. Unless we're talking about avionics, like, you know, it's just a casual Sunday flight. Oh my God, Clutchy. Oh, he just disappeared. This is this is the Husky, actually. Oh, a concrete runway at CAK4. Oh, nice. Oh, I see it down there. I think I see it. Is that it right there? Yeah, it looks like right there. Oh, no. It's right below me, isn't it? No, it's way sooner than that. Oh, here it is, right here. Yeah, it's right below us. That's pretty cool. I think we should just continue. It's going to take a while for us to get into that one, but we'll land at CYAL 9, which is the water runway, and we'll do a full stop there and hang around in the water for a bit. So yeah, we just follow the river further after this one to the south. And then yeah, our next airport, we're gonna do a full stop at Charlie Alpha Lima 9er, and it's gonna be a water landing. So we follow the river through, and then there's a break in the river again, so I'll be over land, and then when the river starts again, that's where we land, right at the opening of the kind of the next section of the river. Yeah, actually, I only flew the Husky briefly, just for like a few hours the night I bought it, because I don't really fly. I don't fly the tail draggers that much, and but it has a floats version, so I thought I'd give it a shot again for the stream. But yeah, the floats, the Husky has floats, but if you don't have the Husky, then you know the Cessna 172 has floats and skis versions. The Cub Crafter's X Cub also has floats and skis, and then the Icon A5 is also a water plane as well, so you can fly the Icon. There are a bunch of choices. And here's FedEx, and FedEx says he has floats on his, but for some reason for me it shows it just shows the big wheels on it instead of the floats actually. Yeah, he says he has floats on, but I guess it didn't translate. Yeah, Alistair, you can fly with us. Actually, the quickest way, if you're loading in right now, we just passed by CAK4, Charlie Alpha Kilo 4. You could start there, or you can meet us at the next airport. We're going to land at the water runway at Charlie Alpha Lima 9er, CAL 9. And that one is water runway. We're going to land there. And make sure you're on USA West. So up here in the top right menu, make sure you change to West USA or you won't see anyone. And when you set up the flight, choose all players from the multiplayer menu. Yeah, you can't get the flight plan imported, but you can follow us. Yeah, from Cal 9, exactly. Yep, that's right. I would just start at Charlie Alpha Lima 9er. Cal 9, start at that one. We're heading there now. That's a water runway, so pick like the Cessna 172 with the floats, or you can pick the X Cub with the floats. Those are two options, or the Icon A5 is another one. And just make sure you pick USA West for your multiplayer server. What? Dude. Kludgy's like landed in the water with what it looks like an A320, but it's actually the Junkers. Right? Isn't that the Junkers? The JU52? JU52? I think that's the Junkers, right? Yeah, of course, everybody can join in, Sean. Yeah, just load in USA West. Everybody's welcome to join in. We're about to be, I'd say like a third done with the flight when we get to Cal 9, CYAL 9er. Here we got a jet in the water. We got a Sully incident going on here. Yeah, that is the Junkers, right? The JU52. Yeah, it is. It is. I didn't know that you could... I didn't know that had floats. I mean, I assume it has floats, or he's just got damage turned off and he's landing in the water. That's pretty funny. Dude, this is like screenshot worthy right here. It's crazy. Wait, so does the Junkers have floats? I'm just looking it up in Google right now. I'm not sure. I obviously don't have it, but I can't tell. Oh, there is a Junkers with floats. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, and skis. That's so cool. All right, so we have to climb over just this little bump right here. We'll be over land. It doesn't look like the mountains come up too big. It should stay, it looks like it stays pretty low. Yeah, as we go in between this valley here. And then, so the water will stop, but then it'll restart after a few miles over the land. And then we're gonna land at Tassis, I think it's pronounced. It's Tahsis is the name of the city and the airport. And it's a water landing for all of us. You know, unless you don't have floats, then I guess you can circle around or whatever you want to do. Man, this is really cool. I only looked at the first part of this flight before I started the stream. I just kind of took off just for a few minutes, and didn't realize how awesome this is going to be in the middle section. Oh, Mike has us in sight. All right, he's intercepting the group here. That's not snow up there on the right, is it? No. Oh, it is a little bit, isn't it? Huh. Yeah, I'll have to climb just a little bit here for you guys that are behind me. I know there's a couple people ahead. If you're behind me, then yeah, start your climb. You guys down in the water might have to circle once too to get over this part right here. Man, the terrain is so cool here. This is only the second time I've used that World Tours site where the flight plan was, but it hasn't disappointed so far. These are really cool routes. I'm not as I've traveled a bit in my life, but I don't think I know enough about the world and like different areas to plan my own flight just yet. I really need to figure out some cool spots to plan myself at some point. I think that would be fun. And do like a pre-flight, you know, do like a little test flight, scout the area out, and come up with some cool flight plans that are scenic like this. But yeah, the ones on that website haven't disappointed at all yet. These are great. I mean, it's only the second one, but yeah, it's really cool. All right, looks like endgame is where we're landing. If you guys have the nameplates on and you see where endgame is, that's where we're gonna land in the water. Other Canadian fjords. I would love to do one of those and go up to like Alaska, do Iceland, maybe like the Philippines, do like island hopping in the Bahamas, the Philippines. I mean, there's just, obviously, it's the entire world. There's like so many choices. Location will be Cal 9. Any Zealand. Yeah, it looks like there's a couple of you guys down there. So yeah, if you're just joining, you want to join along, just hop on USA West and load in at Cal 9. So Charlie Alpha Lima 9er. And you have to have a float plane for that water runway. So you can choose the 172 with floats or the Cub Crafters X Cub with floats or the Icon A5. Oh man, you'd really get the bumps through here too. It's pretty crazy. Hey Laws, what's up? Subscribe on both your YouTube accounts. Both? Appreciate that, thanks. Yeah, the next thing I'm gonna work on is, I know I do a lot of the NXI videos. That's kind of my obsession, I guess, with the development of that. But yeah, I'm gonna work on one for missed approach procedures next. I know I went over it with the last stream on Thursday. We talked about missed approach procedures and I flew one of them, and then we did 2 approaches and 1 missed approach. But I'm gonna make a video on that because people have been asking about it, how to activate the missed approach, how to read the missed approach procedure on the chart, on the approach plate. So I'll be working on that one next. And then yeah, I'm gonna see if I can keep up the twice a week stream. Today I had a bunch of errands to run in the morning, so I was almost not gonna stream. But yeah, I want it to be more consistent because it's just really fun flying with you guys. It's a good time. And it's nice to break it up and get out of the glass cockpits, you know. All right, so we're gonna land here at CYAL 9. So you guys behind me through the valley. I want to descend here and get your water landing configuration going. I have no idea how to properly land in water. I just assume you want to keep the ailerons back quite a bit, even after you flare, probably, if there's any wake, mattering how calm the surface of the water is. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, I got my... Oh, I put the gear down for some reason. I don't need to do that. Keep the gear up when water landing because you don't want the wheels down underneath the floats. That would be weird. On Xbox, and I can't see you guys. Yeah, do not use live weather right now because there's basically a hurricane off the coast of Vancouver Island. So I'd recommend using the scattered clouds preset to get some good lighting going. Good lighting in clouds makes the game look amazing, so yeah. And then make sure you're on USA West in the multiplayer server. So you need to do that in the top right menu. In the main menu. Just click your name basically, and that's where you find the settings for server.
Gears up for water landing.
Whoa. I guess that was okay. It seemed kind of violent. I love that they added the wake though. It's really cool. There's a jumbo jet. Yeah. It's actually like the Junkers. It's a pretty big plane. It's not a jet, right? But oh, this is so cool. It's like a little rendezvous in the water. It's so neat. I'm gonna turn and see if, oh, there's Aviator coming in. This is so cool. It's like a cool meetup. Feel like we just need to like just set up here on the beach and hang out. This is rad. Hold on, people do this in real life, right? Fly airplanes? Can you do this in real life? Fly an airplane and land on water with other airplanes? No, that can't be a real thing, right? Ride the step for a few feet before going to idle. Oh, I shouldn't go idle all the way like I would on a hard surface. Is that what you're saying, Treetop? This is beautiful too, man. This is so cool. There's a couple like little, there's a couple houses over here on the shore on the right side. Okay, got it. Got it, Treetop. Yeah, I'm used to, you know, going to idle when I get over the threshold, but obviously I don't do water landings at all. But that's good to know, thanks. I see solid swan up there at 2,600 feet. I don't know if they're coming down here or not. It must be cool if there's like a group flight going on and you happen to be in the same area and all of a sudden you see like 20 planes or whatever on the ground or a dozen planes. You're like, what is going on? The step is where the floats are like a boat. After it starts planing. Oh, ride this step for a few feet. This is pretty cool. We have more airports to go to. We're gonna go further. We're gonna go along the south coast of the island as well. Or it's kind of the southwest coast. I just wanted to come over here and check out these little houses. Pretty sweet. This is so cool, guys. I don't know, there's something just kind of cool, really cool about being in the water. This is rad. Big bird above us. Kludgy. Yeah, it's showing up as a jet, but he's actually flying the Junkers. It's the JU-52. So it's got 3 props on it, right? It's got 1 on each wing and then 1 on the nose. It's really cool. I don't own it, but man, it makes me want to buy some of the planes you guys are flying though, just so when we do multiplayer, you know, I can see the actual plane, you know. Mike, you can see the names here. I'll go through it real quick for you guys that want the nameplates. You just go to general options. And then under traffic, there's an option here, show traffic nameplates. They're pretty big by default. I'm using a mod that makes them smaller called like mini plates or something like that. Let me find the mod. Yeah, here are the small nameplates mod. I just put a link in there that I'm using for the small blue nameplates. There's different colors. Oh, it's pronounced Y, Junkers. Oh, it's Junkers? I've been saying Junkers this whole time. Uh-oh. Oh, it's the Junkers. Oh, man. I'm dumb. Sorry, guys. This is what happens when someone's new to simming and new to aviation like I am. Like, I've only been learning about aviation for a couple years since my partner started flying. Like, she decided to start flying, so, yeah. Good to know. Now I won't sound as dumb. Alright, we should taxi. I mean, this is huge. You can take off from pretty much anywhere. We should be on the way. Let's get going. So we're going to take off from here. We're going to go... I think we should... The flight plan takes us to the east more. Yeah, it's probably taking us around some cool landmarks or something. I'm just going to stick to the flight plan. So if you guys have the flight plan imported, when we take off, we're going to turn to the east once we take off. Scandinavians pronounce the J as a Y. Got it, got it. We got another Husky here. I can't see the nameplate. I don't think it's FedEx though, because he's using the his is red for me somehow. Just gonna cut you off here. All right, let's take off and let's head. We'll go south a little bit, but then we're gonna turn to the east and just follow the flight plan. I actually don't know what's at the waypoint to the east. I think there's another airport over there, but I'm just gonna follow the flight plan. Oh no! The wake is it's really like jerky. Like in an unnatural kind of feeling way, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna take off and I'm just gonna loop around once real quick. Slowest I've ever seen a plane water ski. Yeah, it was really bumpy early, right? Oh, everybody's taking off at the same time. We're good. I don't need to do a loop or anything. That looks so cool. Just everybody taking off at once on the water looks so rad. Subdued rats doing aerobatics on the water. Right on the surface. I don't know. I feel like we should just follow the water. The flight... I think it'll be more fun to just follow the water. The flight plan has its going to the east. But I think... Yeah, I think it's going to be cooler if we just stay along the water together. Just follow this river. Yeah, let's skip this. Let's skip this one waypoint. So if you guys have the flight plan loaded, we're going to skip ahead. Just, oh, if it'll run my, if it'll open my flight plan. Yeah, let's go to cam. Let's see, where are we at now? We're at Cal 9. CAU 6. Then there's waypoint 1 and 2. I'm going to skip ahead to waypoint 1 here. I think that's the one I want, if it'll activate it. Yeah, let's just stick along the water. It's going to be a lot more scenic, I think, if we're along the water here. And then we'll, okay, yeah, we have 2 more airports. So we have 1 hard surface airport we'll land at. And then we'll do a touch and go there. And then we'll do our final stop at another water landing for the last one. I'm just going to review the flight plan and simplify it a little bit because, yeah, it's got us turning inland, and I think it'd be more fun if we stay along the coast and along the water. I know I keep saying that. I said it like 5 times. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I want to stay along the river. It's just really pretty. So 2 waypoints after Cal 9. So let me see what we got in the flight plan here. Yeah, okay, so let's go direct. We won't go completely direct, but to cab 4. That's weird. It's not letting me do it on here. All right, yeah, so we'll go to cab 4, CAB 4. We're going to go along, just follow the river. And then cab 4 is pretty much along the coast on the southwest part of the island. Let me check. Is it CAV 4? CAB 4. So Charlie Alpha Bravo 4, and that's another water landing we can do. Yeah, so we'll do 1, 2, 3 more airports. So we're just going to do a low pass over CAB 4, Charlie Alpha Bravo 4. We'll just do a low pass through there. Like there's, you know, we're just going to be along the water again. But then shortly after that, we have Charlie Yankee Alpha Zulu, CYAZ. That's a hard surface runway. Looks like runway 11 will be convenient for us. So that's CYAZ. But we're just going to follow the coast, stay along the river. And this will go out to, back out to the Pacific. This runs right out into the Pacific, so. I think maybe we should do the water land. The very last one is a water landing, so. Yeah, I'll type the other waypoints here. Just type it in the chat for you guys. Yeah, there's cab 4, can 3, and then K9. There's like 4 in a row, so they just put a lot of runways in the flight plan. But it would take forever to stop at every single one of them, so we'll just fly by some of the water ones, just low altitude. We can do a touch and go at the hard surface, and then continue to that last one in the flight plan. So we'll do a touch and go, CYAZ. That's hard surface. And then we'll just go along the coast, then CAE9. There we go. Typed it in the chat, so if you guys don't have the flight plan, just for your reference. Realize I'm going pretty fast again. This thing gets up pretty fast. What is it going, like 130? It's almost at 130. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Dude, this is so nice. Why does it look so pretty? This looks like a screenshot out of the game, like 100% like a screenshot, or like a promo screenshot for the game right here. Oh, you took a ferry boat up this river? Sean, that sounds awesome. I would love to do that. That's really cool. Man, I don't even know the last time I was on a boat, honestly. I had a friend that had a boat for a couple years. We would just go out on a lake with it. It's so relaxing. But upper river would be great. I don't even know the last time I took a boat upper river anywhere. Maybe in like Chicago, like doing the tour of Chicago. I mean, it's not a, you wouldn't count that as like a river, I guess. Lost visual with your call sign. All right, I'm gonna slow down a little bit. I'll bring it back to about 100 knots. I think I just, yeah, because I took off first and I had it pegged 100% here. Oh man, this is so cool how it opens up here. Yeah, sometimes people disappear in multiplayer too, so you'll see people and then they'll just go away for a minute and then they'll come back. This is some of the better scenery I've seen too, just like how many cool little like islands there are, like these little Like these little baby islands kind of off the coast. Like, I don't know, it's just really unique. It's really cool. There's a big variety of all the terrain, so it's really nice. Oh yeah, I can do a loop. Yeah, let me see how... people are pretty close, actually. Yeah, they're not too far. I'm just going to slow up a little bit. I think if I do a loop... Well, it would be cool if I was in the back. I could see everybody. I'll just slow down and let some people pass me. Flauschie is the closest. Yeah, so we can just follow the coast until we get to CYAZ. And that's called Long Beach. Not to be confused with the Long Beach near me in California. I'm gonna stay along the coast just because it's awesome, and it's gonna take us right down to CYAZ, where we can do that touch and go. There's another water runway before there. I mean, you know, we could land pretty much everywhere along here. There's so many places to land that are really cool. But the final landing for the flight plan is a water runway. Oh, I see you, Sean. Dude, this is so pretty. Look at all these like little tiny, like these little miniature islands. I don't even know if you would call them islands or not. I don't know if that's the right word for them, but I mean, I don't know what they would be besides an island, but yeah, it's just really cool. Yeah, the flight plan had us going inland a bit and landing on the water over there too, but we're gonna get another water landing in at the end, so I think that's enough. It'll be plenty. And we got a hard surface we can do a touch and go at on the way. Oh yeah, I'm not sure, Bradley. Yeah, I was thinking that too, but I don't know for sure or not. Yeah, I have like 9. Yeah, they didn't want it to seem like you were saying no in German. And then I assume like tree and fife are just for like radio clarity to not be confused. Instead of like the TH, you know, they want like a hard tree. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't know specifically like why each one was chosen, but it's interesting. I noticed on some of the ATC, you know, networks like Pilot Edge and VATSIM, some people say tree and fife as well. A lot of people don't, but every now and then someone will say tree every time. Probably a really good habit to build. You know, for us sim-only people, probably not as big of a deal, but for real pilots that actually have experienced like what real radio fidelity sounds like, you know, probably much more important for you, for the real pilots. I think I'm glad we stuck to the coast. This is just really cool. Licensed in 1987, the explanation in ground school was because of German language. Awesome. Well, that's cool. The floats are showing up on the 172. I see Aviator right below me, and yeah, I see the floats on his 172. Maybe it's just like maybe it's just the third-party planes. Yeah, they're the floats, clear as day on the 172. I'm just gotta reset this. Sounds like someone's right on my tail, but I can't see him. I guess it's just me. Kludgy is at like 5 feet. You landing again, Kludgy? Man, it's probably really cool to see the junkers too, or the yunkers, sorry. Keep saying junkers. Watch out for the land. Kludgy, no! Pull up! Just went straight through the tree. Oh, switch to the X-Cub. The X-Cub is pretty awesome. Germans have trouble pronouncing the TH, so the number 3 sounds like tree. Kludgy's back up. FedEx, no. I don't know if that was a glitch or if FedEx just went right into the drink. Not sure why the G3X is kind of bugging out. I was trying to change it to go direct to one of our upcoming waypoints here. It just doesn't really want me to. I mean, direct to doesn't put it in. I guess I could just type it in. It's just not automatically putting it in there. Oh, you crashed. Let me put in CYAZ. If I don't hit these trees while I'm doing it. CYAZ, enter, activate. And back to the map. All right, there we go. Remind me not to fly with you guys in real life. Yep. Yeah, definitely not taking this too seriously today. I'm having a good time in the Husky. This plane is really nice. I like it. I'm less intimidated by it doing the water landings and stuff. Just, it's always so... Like, I know people that fly the tail draggers, like, you're used to it, I guess. Maybe you use spacebar to, like, sit up. With the floats, this thing is, you know, it feels just, like, normal, just like anything else. But without the floats, just it being pitched up on the runway, like, going down the runway for takeoff is just so strange to me. I'm just so not used to it. Wouldn't be fun if it was so serious. Yeah, I like to, you know, I like to do both. Like, have some silly flights. Like, you know, off stream, I'll do silly stuff too, and just like fly around the city and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, we'll take a jet out for fun and do barrel rolls and everything. And then, you know, then I'll put on my tie and look at the Garmin manual and for the next thing, you know. Yeah, that's what's so cool about the sim, you know, and simming in general is just like, you know, it's as serious as you want to take it. Like you can just be super unrealistic one flight and then, you know, try to do something by the book the next flight and do all the procedures and all that. And yeah, that's what makes it fun. And I think that's what's going to make it not get boring for a lot of people, right? Like you may just want to fly around a city and like, you know, be really close to buildings downtown somewhere, do some unrealistic like aerobatics and stuff, and then if that keeps you playing the sim and keeps you interested in flying, and then you eventually want to learn some more of the real procedures and stuff, like yeah, that's what it's all about, I guess. Like just whatever it takes to keep you motivated and having a good time, and or learning if that's what you want to do. I don't do as much of the fun stuff. Like I'm constantly trying to learn something new about the Garmin systems, about, you know, IFR, and I have such a long way to go, but that's the stuff I really enjoy, obviously. This is more the tech nerdy side of it, you know, like the less about the engine and about the physics, but more about the systems and the procedures. That's what kind of drew me into it in the first place, was just like, whoa, like the Garmins are so cool, like the tech behind the autopilot and everything is so cool. And yeah, that's just the tech nerd side of me. I like that kind of stuff. Hey, Mr. Mondeo. We're going to be coming up toward the end of our flight here, but we're approaching, let's see what the next, I did a direct to. We're going here to CYAZ, and then after that, we're going to do a water landing at our final stop. We're kind of catching us toward the end of the flight. But we're just flying along the coast on Vancouver Island. So yeah, we're headed to CYAZ. That looks like the nearest airport. And then after that, we're only going a short distance right down over to here in this area and doing a water landing right over here for our final stop. We're pretty much all flying on floats. Took off from a water one. But yeah, if you want to join for the last little leg, you could. It'll just be really short though. Only problem with going from sim to real world is developing bad habits. Yeah, yeah. How can you, yeah, if you're used to flying it a certain way, yeah, I could totally see that. Hey, Luke. Hate to leave a good time. Thanks. Have a good flight. Will do, Luke. Thanks for joining. Yeah, it's a pretty short one today. We did quite a bit of a longer one last time. But I like the scenery here. This is great. I don't know what I like better, this or last week when we flew by Rainier. It was pretty awesome. I mean, it's just different, right? They're both amazing. In real life, I didn't know this when I was picking this flight from that World Tour site today, but there's like a huge thunderstorm off the coast of Vancouver Island right now in real life. It's supposed to be crazy tonight. I had no idea, and loaded in on live weather, and someone else on the Discord loaded in, I think Chris did, loaded in with live weather, and we were like, oh, it's like 60 knot winds or something. Like, it was just insane. So yeah, that's happening tonight in real life at Vancouver Island. There's an insane thunderstorm off the coast. So I usually don't use a preset, but in this case kind of had to, so just using the scattered cloud preset here. Peripheral vision is the only way to take off in a tail dragger. That's crazy. Yeah, see, that's so, yeah, that's just nuts that people do that. I guess, what do you, like, lean your head out? Like, yeah, that's just unreal to me. That's really impressive that people can do that. They just know where they are based on their peripheral vision, like where they're lined up on the runway or not. That's pretty crazy. Oh, they need the rain. Yeah, it's like here in California, whenever it's raining, I'm just like, oh, thank you, we need it. It's like once a year. We had some cool thunderstorms like 2 weeks ago here in the LA area. It was really cool. I love when it rains. You'll be amazed how hard it is to actually push down a rudder pedal. Yeah, I have no idea. My girlfriend always talks about like having a sore right leg, like after she's flown a bunch. Yeah, from all the right rudder. especially the right leg. But yeah, I have never pushed a rudder pedal or grabbed a real yoke in my life. I'm kind of building towards it. Like every time I'm prepping for one of these flights or learning more, I just keep thinking about doing it. I think it's inevitable that I'll take a discovery flight finally. I know it's kind of silly that, I don't know, I guess it's not silly, but you know, there are a lot of people that sim who also fly, so I don't know what the percentage is, but I feel like most of the people I chat with, so many of them are real life pilots that also use the sim. Or, you know, they've at least taken a couple lessons or something, and yeah, I haven't done anything, so I have the lowest experience I could have, you know, which is absolutely zero. But it's really cool. Like my confidence is building. I think small planes kind of worry me a little bit, you know, which is probably natural. But the more I learn about, you know, the procedures, the checklist, the safety that's involved, you know, planes want to be in the air. You know, as long as your speed is good, basically, you're safe. As long as your engine's running and your speed is in a safe area, you're pretty much good. You're not flying in weather, you know, when you're not supposed to. Like, there's so many more precautions in aviation than anything else I've done in my life. It's like, we'll naturally feel much more safe. Anyway, yeah, I think someday I'll take a discovery flight. All right, how far off are we here? No distance shown on this for some reason. Well, my ground speed is not 330 knots, that's for sure. And it looks like there are 3 runways here at Long Beach, which is CYAZ, Charlie Yankee Alpha Zulu. We got 3 runways here. Maybe we should, I don't, actually, let's do a touch and go, if anything, because the water runway we're landing at and ending the flight at is right after it. So it'd be kind of silly to do a full stop and then take off and then do another full stop 3 minutes later. Okay, Josh, thanks. 22 miles, all right. Yeah, for some reason the G3X here, I think it's a G3X Touch, is not happy with me. It's not giving me any data. Give it a go. Yeah, I'm sure I'll just be like, you know, just completely hyped up. Get the adrenaline rush of taking off for the first time is probably unreal. I did order Track IR finally. I know a bunch of people use that and like it, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it or not, because I tried one of the kind of the iPhone versions of those apps in the past where, you know, it does head tracking. When you turn your head, it'll automatically turn the camera the direction you're turning your head. But I ordered Track IR, so probably on the next stream on Thursday I'll probably be using it. I'll have to practice with it a bit, but whenever I see someone using it, it just looks so much more natural, you know? Like when they're looking around the cockpit and just, yeah, it should be fun, so I'll see how it goes. And then someone else mentioned this earlier at the start of the stream, that they're rebuilding their PC basically, and I'm going to be doing that this week as well. I'm replacing my motherboard. I don't really have to, but I wanted more storage and also some more USB. I have like, do I have 2 hubs right now that I'm using? It's just like too much, and so I got a motherboard that has a lot of USB power and a lot of USB ports, so I'm going to try that out. Give myself a little upgrade to Windows 11, which might be a little sketchy. People say it's running okay, so I'm going to take the risk, I think. Do a whole fresh install of everything. It's a lot of work to do that, though. I got the motherboard this weekend, but I'm just like waiting. Just kind of putting it off. All right, so coming up, CYAZ. Oh, Wait, is that? Oh no, that's Subdued Rat's lights. So it is along the coast. Let's see. Looks like it's around, kind of around the corner from here, right where Subdued Rat is heading. If you guys have the nameplates on, and follow the rat. We'll just do a touch and go. There's a runway 11. And there's also a runway 07. Those will both be pretty convenient. Let's see. As far as wind, looks like 11 is the best runway right now. Perfect. 2 to 3 knot wind. Headwind on runway 11. Or sorry, no. It says... Oh, this is based off real life weather. Never mind. I have the preset, so I think it's just going to be calm. In real life, it says 18 to 28 knots right now for the live. I assume live weather would be comparable to that. But yeah, because of the thunderstorm that's happening there, 18 to 28 knot headwind for the real weather for runway 11. And if you guys are getting nerdy with OBS or anything like that, the runway heading is 109 for runway heading for 11. And we'll just do a touch and go. If you don't want to do the touch and go, just fly right by. I'm going to try to do a touch and go. And then shortly after that, we have our destination airport. It's our water runway. It's that code again. Oh, I took it off my flight plan. The water runway is CAE9. Just put those in there again. Turn on live weather. We want to see a crosswind thunderstorm landing. Oh, man. All right, let's see what it looks like. Oh, this is going to be crazy. Okay. Okay. You can already hear the wind. Oh, wow. Look at the water, too. Oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah, you can just look at the rain. I think that's just the rain there towards the mountain on the left side there. When I tested it earlier, it was just all in rain. It's always so cool just seeing all the lights in the sky too. I love it. Oh yeah, we're getting thrown around here a little bit already. Actually, does this have OB? I don't think OBS mode is part of this, of the G3X. Let's see what the live weather wind is here too. Oh, choppy water is safer than smooth as long as you land into the wind. It sounds counterintuitive, but I believe you. Oh man, this is all right, let's turn on the 3D vision. Might need that going through this. Look at the airspeed indicator is messed up too. Wait, where's the... Do we have pitot heat? I don't know. I don't think we do. Yeah, I can't even tell where we're going to right now. I think it was prettier not on live weather, personally. Oh, smooth water will come up and bite you? Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work, guys. RNAV approach. Let's see. There actually is an RNAV approach for runway 11. I don't have access to the plates for Canada. And is there even a procedure? Yeah, I don't think this even has a procedure button on it. Yeah. This is not IFR capable. Can't even load the approach into this. Right? Yeah, I don't think you can. There's a flight plan and direct to, but there's no procedure button in here at all. Declutter, set up map, yeah. All right, we're gonna have to go back to scattered clouds. 300 knots. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. There's just something wrong with the G3X. The map is thankfully working, so it's keeping me on course pretty well. But yeah, there's something messed up with everything else pretty much. Like the altitude and the heading looks to be right, but yeah, the altitude and the airspeed is all messed up. Or a partial panel, I guess. No, Josh, this is just it's just the stock G3X, which is probably why it's buggy. All right, so runway 11, kind of in the middle of this. I guess it's right over here somewhere. Just gonna get a little bit of altitude. Maybe I can spot it. Yeah, I definitely need the working title one. I just kind of picked this at the last minute. So we're just gonna do a touch and go here to not spend too much time on the ground, and then shortly after this is our water landing for our final destination. All right, where's this runway at? Oh, it looks like it's right there. Oh yeah, I see a few of you guys down there already. Cerebral pair at the end of 2-9. Oh yeah, I see your. Oh, I saw your nameplate for a second. Glassy water landings are butt wrenching. All right, I think I see the runway. There we go. All right, yep, going for runway 11. There's also a 07 as well. There are 3 runways. So from this direction, you got a 16 if you're southbound, a 11, which I'm gonna go for, and then there's also a 07. And if you're on live weather, then the 11 is your best wind right now. If anyone is crazy on live weather right now. Actually, let's check the visibility in live weather. It's probably 0. Oh my god. Look at our altitude. Yeah, this is not going to happen in live weather. It's just crazy. All right, landing gear. I'm putting it down way early just so I don't forget. Pump is on. All right, I'm just gonna do a touch and go here. If you guys want to do the touch and go, feel free. Otherwise we'll move on to the water landing over at CAE 9. So Charlie Alpha Echo 9er. That's our final stop. Another water landing. My touch and go was a little sketchy last time. There was like there were trees right at the start end of the runway, so you had to kind of drop in pretty fast. And they definitely, I don't know if you guys have the Bravo or you use electric trim or any other kind of trim, but they really lower the sensitivity on the trim this last patch. I remember they had it so it was really insensitive, like you had to like spin the Bravo trim wheel a lot before. And then they changed it in Sim Update 5 so it was more sensitive, so you didn't have to do as much input to get the trim, the elevator trim. But now it's back to where it was before, so there's just a ton, it just requires a ton of spinning on this wheel to get the trim where I need it.
Gears down for runway landing.
All right, gear is down.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears
Displays
down for
threshold.
runway. Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
Little shallow here.
Gears down for runway landing. 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 Gears down for runway landing.
Whoa, that came up so fast.
Runway landing.
The Husky is crazy.
Gears down for runway landing.
Touch and go madness. With your nice weather option, you should be squawking 1200, 7700. I think it was on 7000 by default actually. I assume in Canada, is it 7000? I think it might be 7000 VFR in Canada. Maybe that's inaccurate, but it did default to that. All right, now we're going to CAE 9er, so that's our final stop. It's pretty close. CAE 9, Charlie Alpha Echo 9, and that'll be a water landing. It's our final stop. And let me slow down a bit here. Europe 7000. Oh, it is 1200. Yeah, I wonder why I loaded it at. When I loaded in it, set it to 7000 by default. And usually when I load in the States, it sets it to 1200 by default. Has it been almost 2 hours? Yeah. Yeah, let's see. The stream started 1 hour and 50 minutes ago. So that's why I skipped a few of the 1200 for Canada. All right. 1200 it is. Yeah, I guess that's a bug with Flight Sim. Then usually it usually it loads in the correct squawk. At least it does in the US, it does 1200. Maybe they just have something that says if you load it in the US, put it at 1200. If you load in anywhere else, put it at 7000. It's probably what they have it doing. It's gonna make an S turn here. Let's see if I can catch up. Let a few people catch up. Pipe bend is in the DA62. Arash in the Cub. I see Rich up there with the A5 at 4,000 feet. And I think Classic, it doesn't say his type, but it looks like the Piper Arrow to me. There's an extra. Oh, Oizakin and the extra. Dude, I love this sound. It sounds so good. Yeah, I'm excited to try Track IR. Everybody says they love it, and maybe the, like, you know, the phone ones, like the phone one that I tried was just not nearly as good as the real thing, you know. So yeah, I'm excited to give it a go. Hey Mike, do I have a video on how to input a flight plan while in flight on the G1000 for console? I'm on PC, so all of the videos I have are pretty much for PC, so I'm using a mouse for all of them. But even if you're on Xbox, I would still recommend plugging a mouse in if you can. Like if your setup works for you to plug a mouse and like have it on your coffee table or something, or, you know, on a book on your lap or whatever. Just because when you start putting in the flight plans and stuff, it's just so much easier to interact with everything using the mouse. The controller is very difficult to use for all the buttons on the G1000. So first I would try that. And then, yeah, I have a couple of videos on G1000 flight plans. And just pretty much any of the videos I have before the NXI, I think a lot of them I'll be programming it in manually. But something with the NXI, like all my recent videos have been about the NXI, which is like the next gen of the G1000 that's being developed. And with that one, I haven't been programming as much in manually because it doesn't synchronize with like air traffic control and stuff in the sim yet. So I'm generally using the world map. Like if you're trying to learn to program it for like real life use and you want to actually hit all the buttons, then yeah, I would recommend using a mouse. If you're just, if you're using the NXI though, I would, or even the regular G1000, to save time, I would do all the flight planning somewhere else. Like do it in the world map, or use something like, actually, sorry, you can on console. Yeah, I would just do my programming in the world map to save time. But yeah, if you want to learn exactly how to do it with all the knobs, I would definitely recommend a mouse. It's gonna save you a lot of headaches, I think. And the biggest thing with a mouse is when you point to a knob or something, you don't have to click and drag it or click a certain side of it. You can just use your mouse wheel up and down, like I'm doing right now, to turn the knob. And then with buttons, obviously, you just left click. So it's really convenient with a mouse to use your mouse wheel too. Huskies! Yes! Gotta catch up to the Huskies. Who's in the other Husky? Oh, it's FedEx again. Okay, yeah, FedEx. Yours was red the last time, which was weird. Now it's yellow again. I'm not sure why it was red. The first time we flew the first time I saw you was a red Husky. I think maybe, oh, it just picked a random one maybe, because it's not showing the floats either. Thanks, HG. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm so impressed by the working title team. It's just insane how much work they put into it. Oh, it is yellow? Yeah, it's weird. It showed it red last time. Is that Waldo? We got another. Oh no, he's in the Yunkers too. Is that Waldo Pepper? It looks so funny with the Airbus though. Oh, anyway, I was just singing my praises for the working title team. It's just amazing how much work they've done. Microsoft was very, very smart to hire them. So yeah, I mean the NXI, like it's the first time that there's been, as far as I know, like a collaboration with the avionics, right? Between Microsoft and another dev team. So I mean they made the right call in hiring them. It's incredible. And yeah, the NXI is gonna be the default later, so we won't even have what is now the stock G1000. Alistair, how often do I do flights like these? I've just been doing it the last like 2 weeks or so. People have always joined along for the stream. I try to do it at least once a week. People have always kind of joined along on whatever flight I was doing, but it wasn't really about group flying. The last couple of weeks, like last week, we did the Cascade Mountains in the US, like Mount Rainier and Mount St. Helens. And now we're doing this one. I'm not like the best tour guide, but it's still been fun. Like everybody wants to fly together and hang out. So it's been a good time. I hope to keep doing it at least once a week. So I'm trying to do it on Sundays. Did last Sunday and this Sunday. And then on Thursdays, if there's like there's usually an update on Thursdays. So a lot of the time I'll go over the latest updates on Thursdays, especially if the NXI gets updated in the marketplace. I'll usually go over that on a stream on Thursday before I make a video, or sometimes after I make a video. But yeah, I'm still trying to work on my my stream schedule, you know. It's super fun flying with everybody. It's been great the last 2 weeks. Something I want to try at some point is the like shared cockpit stuff would be really fun to try. Just like fly along, like have a few people fly together in the same plane and take turns flying and like shooting approaches, and it's really fun if you've never used something like Your Controls. I used it once. And there's another one called Join FS, like Join Flight Sim. joinfs.net. That one actually lets you do it across different sims. So like if someone happens to be on Prepared or they happen to be on X-Plane. But anyway, Your Controls and JoinFS both have remote or shared cockpit flying. So that's really fun. I've only done that one time, and I think it's even cooler than like group flying is great, like and trying to do little formations and stuff. But when you're actually in the plane and someone else is flying it and you're just a passenger and you can like help set up the approach on the Garmin, you know, and you join Discord together, it's so cool. It like feels more real. It's a good time. Yeah, Steph, it would be awesome if they implemented it into the game. I agree. Shared cockpit natively in the game, or sorry, in the sim. Some people don't like when you call it a game. I think technically it is still a video game, but yeah, the game part is what. It's not a game, it's a simulator. Anyway, whatever. Yes, it's a simulator. But yeah, I would love that to be native in the sim. Yeah, exactly, Alistair. Yep, pilot, co-pilot. You can even have passengers, and it'll sync all the controls. So someone will be flying, and basically you have a button to click to hand the primary controls over to somebody else. Sorry, Sim. No, I call it a game too from time to time. It's just, you know, I was a gamer before I was a simmer, and you know, if I'm putting something that's, you know, not reality on my computer and it can be fun, then I call it a video game as well. It's not a big deal. I've heard that CFIs are using Your Controls for partial instruction. That's really cool. Yeah, you could do like a virtual lesson for, I guess for like procedures in the avionics, maybe it makes sense. I don't know. It's really cool if that's true. All right, so once we pass, we're actually gonna land right over here, guys, after these like series of islands we're kind of passing by. or whatever you want to call these. At the far end over here is our destination, CAE9. It says there's a water runway. It looks like it's kind of in like a little, there's kind of a little break here in between the islands and kind of the rest of the main part of the island. There's like a little section there. It looks like we'll land. Looks like north-south will be our best direction, just based on the map. Yeah, it looks like some of you guys... Actually, I don't think these guys over here... These guys are further away. Oh, for IFR training. Oh, yeah, because of the pandemic. Yeah. It's really fun, though. Like, yeah, if you guys want to give it a shot in the Discord, if you want to hop on the Discord, even if it's just temporarily, I know people are in lots of Discord, so it's sometimes it's like, oh no, yet another Discord. But yeah, if you guys want to meet up and do it on in the Discord and join the Discord channel and chat with each other and give it a shot, I might be down in the next hour or so too, or maybe even right after this flight if somebody wants to try it out. I haven't tried Join FS yet. That's the one I just looked up the other day. So I don't know how well that works. I've used your controls just like once and it worked pretty well. But yeah, it's just really cool when someone else is flying. So I flew with some people that I met on the Microsoft Flight Sim Discord, I think. Or no, it was on mine. I forget. Anyway, yeah, I just flew briefly with some people and we did like a trip around Hawaii and landed at like 3 different airports and just took turns flying. It was a good time. Yeah, I think Track IR is going to make the stream look better too, so as and just make it easier for me to glance around, just more real. So I'm excited for that. These look pretty funny. It's like stock tree looking mesh with the trees add-on. These are a little funny looking, these islands. All right, so we're getting close to it. It's like we fly over this little section here and there's kind of like almost like a sound right here. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Working on getting current and IFR. I have to do 3 more hours in the 172. Fantastic for proficiency IFR. That's really cool. Yeah, you're working on your instrument. My partner flies, which is why I got into using the sim, was just because she is learning, and yeah, she's working on her instrument rating as well right now. She's been doing it in. She's been kind of splitting her time between an SR20 with Avidyne avionics instead of Garmin, and she's been recently flying like a newer Piper Archer 3 as well, and that one has a G500 in it, which I actually didn't even know was a thing until she mentioned it. The G500 looks so cool. I mean, it's just like a G1000, you know, instead of 2 screens, you just have a single screen and it's split down the middle. Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. All right, looks like Care Bear is making the landing over there. Is it past? I think it's a little bit past. Oh no, you're just coming right towards us. It's a little bit past these right here, these kind of islands. There's like a water, there's like a little break here right after these. And that's where we're supposed to be landing. A little more south too. Yeah, I've definitely turned way too far north. Have your instrument rating. Oh, you have your rating. Sorry, yeah, I'm getting current. That's crazy. That's a lot. It just seems like so much to learn. Just knowing like how much studying she's been doing, and yeah, it seems really intense. Yeah, I'm a little too far north here. I can see. Yeah, it's just past these islands right over there where, oh, right where Impliciter is. Who else is over there? Impliciter and Endgame are over at the right spot. Pretty much everyone is over at the right spot except for me. And anybody that happens to be following me. Sorry, Classic. Sorry, Torn. I led you guys astray. Still fly the 6-pack steam gauge with a 430. That's what my girlfriend flew for a bit first. Yeah, she was flying an Archer with a 430. That's all it had, I think, was a 430. Maybe 2 430s. Where is the spot? I want to see if there's actually it says there's a water runway here, so we should expect to see like some buildings and stuff right along where it is. Oh yeah, it's right where I think it's right where Endgame is. There's like a little inlet there. Oh, I think it's Southmore actually. Oh no, that is it. That is it. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, it just like goes in right there. All right, let's slow it down. Looks like pretty calm water, so this is supposed to not be great, right? Need to get a little bit closer, maybe. Oh yeah, this is it. That's so cool. It just like goes in right there. I don't know. I'm very excited about this. I feel like we're in this like little secret location. Like a little secret rendezvous point. All right, I shouldn't go to idle yet, right? Ooh, bouncing. I'm bouncing.
Here's up for water landing. Here's up for water landing.
Whoa. That's so cool though. Dude, that is so cool. I love the wake that they added. That was really cool. Bring it back. It's a little too late. This spot is so cool. Oh, was I too slow? Oh, bring it back slowly, idle. Yeah, it's gonna be. I've already landed by the time I see your chat. Unfortunately, I can't. I need the live coaching, but I can't get it. Reverse thrust. Well, look at the terrain right here. Looks really funny. What is this? Landed way out there. Yeah, I didn't want to get too close to the like cliff side here. We're a boat now. We'll make it. Oh, sorry about the. Let me turn that off. There we go. Sorry. Gears up for water landing. I also wanted to see like the drive in, basically. I mean, I guess I would have flown in. This is really cool. And I think this is the water rudder thing right there. There we go. This is so funny looking though. Ship simulator. Oh, what's weird is I haven't noticed any boats, and I installed, like, there were a couple boat add-ons that I installed that were new in the marketplace last week, and I just don't even, the plane's just like floating because it doesn't show the floats. It's pretty funny. But I haven't really seen many boats. Elephant went up the ledge. Oh, can you just drive up over there? This is really silly looking. Oh, I see the floats on the Husky. It's just like, oh, that one, the X-Cub has the floats too. I guess it's just the 172. The floats don't show up. The terrain looks so funny around here. I wonder if there's probably a list somewhere of like what the best like water runways are, just in terms of like this kind of the terrain not looking so messed up. Yeah, no boats to be seen. Yeah, I feel like I used to see them all the time, like in almost all the bodies of water, like even like rivers and stuff, like just see them all over the place. And I haven't changed any of those settings, so yeah, I just don't see any of them. Impliciter. Oh, does this go all the way through over here? This is cool. I mean, the terrain looks hilarious, but it's also pretty neat at the same time. No, I didn't. Yeah, I haven't changed the boat slide or anything like that, Josh. I don't know. They're still at like the default, which I think is 50. I wonder if this goes all the way through. This is kind of cool. We got an icon racing me. You could totally put boats in this. Turn Microsoft flights. Has somebody made a boat? Like it's not even a boat plane. They have some work to do on the water and cliff transitions. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's an insanely complicated thing to figure out. I mean, this area looks really good right here, though. Yeah, just when there's a cliff near it. This is really cool. It just looks so good. I mean, even with the weird cliffs, it's just amazing. You gotta love it. I'm still at texture. Am I at one? I think my texture or my terrain details only at about 150 or something like that. Yeah, FedEx, thanks for flying along. Arash, thanks for joining. Fun stuff. That was a fun flight. I think like we were along the coast for maybe a little bit too long. It was still cool though, like all the little islands and stuff along there were really neat. I think the highlight was definitely along the river, right? Like going the river like with in the valley basically around us was great. It looks decent, you know, from the air. It's all right. Supposed to get high winds and rainstorm. Yeah, if you turn on live weather right now, you'll see what's about to happen at Vancouver Island tonight, or what's already happening, which is this. Yeah, this is the live weather, and yeah, it's pretty crazy right now. Whoa. The live weather looks really cool though. Yeah, you can't, I don't think you can like hold the you just can't really compete with the how dynamic it is with live weather, and all the clouds that form and everything are just great compared to all the presets. But sometimes you just got to use a preset. And the winds are just so insane. It's just throwing it around. I'm sure this landing will go just fine. Whoa, the wind. Dude, that's the wind. I'm full left ailerons. Oh, God.
Gears up for water landing.
Yeah, that was realistic.
For water landing.
Yeah, the wind is just so crazy right now. I don't even know what it's registering at because it won't show it on the G3X, but it's probably
Up for water landing.
insane. And look, I mean, look at the water.
Gears up for water landing.
Oh, the gear's up. Sorry about that. All right, guys. Yeah, good luck with the live weather if you turn it on, everybody. It's insane. All right, thanks so much for joining, guys. It was fun. That was a cool flight. I hadn't flown in that area yet. I was actually supposed to go to Vancouver for the first time last year before the pandemic happened, but unfortunately I had to cancel. I still haven't been to Vancouver yet at all in that whole area, so got to do that someday. Hey, Steve, what's up? Where am I from? I live in Los Angeles. It was raining a bunch on the inside of the island, but sunny right now. Yeah, I didn't even realize when I picked this flight from that from the World Tour site that there was going to be a crazy storm there on Vancouver Island tonight. I just looked it up afterwards. It was just a coincidence. But yeah, it looks pretty intense. So I hope everything's safe up there for you, for those of you that live up there. It's like some pretty crazy weather coming in. All right, guys, that was super fun. Thanks again for joining. The floats are really cool. Obviously I don't know the specifics about and Gabe. He's got to have live weather turned on if that just happened because it's just throwing him around. All right, that was super fun. Thanks so much for joining again, everyone. It was good times. If you have any suggestions too, let me know. I've just been browsing that World Tour site for the flights so we can all fly along together. And if you guys want to hop in the Discord and you want to give a try with some of the shared cockpit stuff tonight or maybe during the week, I'm going to take a break for a little bit here, but I'd be down to try that stuff out if you guys want to give it a try. It's really fun when you do shared cockpit. It's like, yeah, it's so like eerily weirdly like real feeling. So it could be fun. Yeah, Alistair, next Sunday, and usually I'll stream on Thursdays as well. Usually not like a group flight, but people always join along anyway. I always have multiplayer turned on. But yeah, I would like to keep up the Sunday group flying stuff. It's been pretty fun, so. Yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord, it's up to you, of course. I know there's a lot of Discord servers to join, but it's in the video description if you want to join up and chat and try some shared cockpit stuff out. So I'll see you around. That was good stuff. 2 hours and 20 minutes was the time today. So again, thanks for joining. Thanks everybody for joining. You guys that are always around here too, joining every time. It's been super fun. I'll see you on the next one, and I should have track IR and running Windows 11 on the next stream, so I'll see how that goes. Cheers, have a good rest of your day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.